Start by popping the hood. There's a little latch right here. To the right of the emblem, there's a little lever. Just pull up like that. Then go ahead and place your prop lever to open the hood. Let's go ahead and remove the negative terminal and wiggle it back and forth and it'll come up. Don't let it touch any other metal. And go ahead and remove the positive terminal. Let's go ahead and remove this bolt first and disconnect this hose from this holder. Let's remove this hose, just wiggle it back and forth gently. Let's do this hose back here. Go ahead and loosen this other hose clamp, 10mm. And let's disconnect the mass airflow sensor. To disconnect the MAF, just squeeze this top clip where my thumb is and pull straight up. Let's go ahead and remove this entire air hose, pull on the ends. Go ahead and pull that out of there. We have access to our coil packs. Then using a 10mm, you can go ahead and loosen these 3 bolts. Then there's these little clips that organize the hoses. You can just go ahead and unclip those as needed. And I'm not going to unplug all the stuff. I'm just going to pull out the coil packs. Then this last coil pack, I do need to unplug the sensor from it. So just squeeze it with your finger, wiggle, and pull. That came unclipped. Let's slide that out of the way. Pay attention to the order that you remove those because they need to go in the same hole they came out of. I went with these Laser Platinum NGK and there's the part number. One thing you notice is they're the double electrode and that's the kind that's recommended for this vehicle. Next, take a 5/8 socket. A spark plug socket is recommended because it has a rubber boot and it helps you pull the plug out, but a normal one works just fine and I'll show you a little life hack. Let's go ahead and remove one spark plug at a time. I'm just going to take the coil pack and use the rubber boot to fish out the spark plug. So I've loosened these 3 spark plugs on this side. This is a V6 motor, it's the 3.4 liter. And using this coil pack, as you can see, since I don't have that spark plug socket, just put it in there. So you just angle it down and there you go. And here's the old spark plug. It's a Denso, it's the PK16TR11. And notice it's also got those double electrodes. So let's go ahead and fish out the other 2 spark plugs. First one, let's fish that out. Finally, I was able to fish out that 3rd one. Careful with these wires because they could break. Now we want to put our spark plugs, the 3 of them, back in. Obviously don't drop it just down into the well. So what I'll do is put it into the boot and lower it down in. And another thing to note, since this is an NGK spark plug, people will recommend using anti-seize, but this actually has a coating on it where once you hand tighten it and go another quarter or half turn or follow the proper torque spec, this will kind of strip off when you go to remove it the next time, and this coating on the threads acts as an anti-seize. So do not add anti-seize because people claim that can cause you to over tighten or over torque it. Then to be able to use this, I just need to pop off this clip. So you kind of push down with your finger, push a little pick or a tiny Allen key under there and pop off this cable. I was finally able to get that free, so now I should be able to twist this down. Now that it's threaded in, it'll just slide up. Now repeat that for the other 2 holes. Also, one thing to note is on the actual box, it just says to do it hand tight and then do 1/16 of a turn. So grab your 5/8 again. Let's go ahead and snug those up. So remember, let's just do it by hand. And always start the threads with your hand so you don't cross thread them. So the wrench isn't turning anymore, and it says 1/16. That's just barely. Let's go ahead and repeat that for the other 2 holes. Now those 3 spark plugs are in the hole and tighten to the torque spec. These are a little more difficult to get to, so just start moving hoses out of the way. So I'm gonna push this down, move this up and out. Gonna disconnect them right here. Scoot that out of the way, and let's do this front one first. Then notice there's these little organizers for the spark plug wires, so those can just pop out of these rubber plastic pieces. So remove that plastic piece. Then with these coil packs, they're such a pain to remove this little one with these spark plug wires, so I'm just going to be disconnecting them from the electrical rail because it's a lot easier. So just push in on the tab and wiggle back and forth. So these, just to keep track of it, I'm just going to do one at a time. So that one that we removed to use as our tool, let's go ahead and just pop this out. Now that that's popped out of all the holders, and pop that out of there. I finally got that one out. Things are a little squishy on this side, so if you really wanted to, you could start removing things like this ground wire, this little sensor, but I'm just going to try to keep everything as assembled as possible. If you have larger hands, you'll want to, unplug hoses. Then for me, this ground wire appears to be in the way, so with the battery connected, let's go ahead and remove that. Now let's fish that spark plug out of there. Take your new one, set it in here, and just give it one rotation so it'll stay. Alright, then disconnect it and get in there with your 5/8 and torque that up. Then let's go ahead and repeat that process. There's 2 more spark plugs to do. There's one right here and one back here. Unplug a few things as possible and just rearrange the hoses, and then just make sure to plug everything back in. Then when reassembling, you want to put a little bit of this connector grease. So just get a little bit out of there and gently just dab just a little right there. And slide that onto the spark plug. As well as here on the top, because this rubber boot touches flush against the valve covers, and so that'll also help keep out water. And then to reinstall, just press that down firmly, line up your wires, reconnect everything. Let's do the next one. All right, now that those 3 spark plugs are in, torqued down properly, and I've reseated all of the boots, let's go ahead and fix all of our wires and put any bolts back that we may have removed. So first, let's do this ground. All right, that's on there. And this big hose kind of popped out, so there's a little holder for it right here on this column. These 2 clip together. We have our cables organized coming to the left side. All right, let's reinstall the coil packs. Remember, the way that they're plugged in, it does matter. So technically you could swap the coils, but the cables need to go to the correct one. So this short one here, I left it plugged in. Don't forget your dielectric grease. Go ahead and put that in there. Press it down firmly. Go ahead and grab your connector for the electrical component. You'll hear it snap. And let's plug in that other connector that controls the one for the other side. Let's go ahead and plug that in. So the metal's plugged in, and there's this plastic cover that you have to snap over. All right, and that should firmly snap on there. Let's grab our 10mm bolts and fasten those down. Those are all installed and semi-organized. Let's go ahead and reconnect our mass airflow. It can only go one way. You'll hear it snap into place. Next, grab your air hose. Just go ahead, and the easiest way is to get these ends on first. Same with this side here. If you notice, there's a little mark to make it flush right here. And same with up here, just push it as far up as it'll go. Next, let's do the 2 10mm for the hose clamps, so just set that on there. Doesn't need to be crazy tight, just enough where it won't slide off. Now let's do the one up top. Next, reconnect all your hoses. So this one on the left side towards the firewall. Slide that back over. And this hose here, I mistakenly placed it in the wrong holder. Looks like it can go just right here. And then right here, there's another hose that just slides over. Notice right here, I forgot to tuck this guy in. Go ahead and reconnect your battery.